Good morning, everybody. Today we'll be learning rules for recording the transaction by using debit and credit. Okay. So actually we have two approaches. We have two methods for recording the transaction by using debit and credit. Okay. One is American approach. Another one is Indian approach. Got it? Are you clear? So if we follow the American approach for recording the transaction, then we need to consider in our mind at least 5 factors, 5 points which are very important. See, we need to categorize and identify whether the item is liabilities or income and gain or capital or asset or expenses and losses. Okay. So after identifying the items in which the item is false, in which category it has false, then only we can understand whether it will come in the first line or in the second line. First line indicates debit. First line indicates debit. If we write anything in the first, then that will indicate debit. Then second line indicates credit. So see, now I have written a balance sheet. This is done by myself only. You will not find in your book also. With my experience, what I just wanted to make you in a simple way to understand the concept. I have drawn one balance sheet. Okay. See, in the balance sheet you will find in the right hand side all the assets item. If not assets, then you will find losses or expenses. We should understand if there is no cash, if the cash is shortage, means somehow they are having losses. Okay. Loss indicates this preliminary expenses. If it would not have happened in the business, if there was no expenses, that means that particular amount is in the form of cash. So this is the concept. Okay. So we consider assets and expenses and losses in the same manner. So this whole concept you can consider. If it is increases, we write in the debit. If it is decreases, we write it in the credit. That means second line. Okay. And in the left hand side you will find all the liabilities and capital. Just opposite, we are writing expenses and losses in the asset side, means income and gain in the liabilities side. Okay. So see, income and gain, that is you will have all the liabilities including profit and loss account, reserve and surplus. You will be finding general reserve, everything. Afterwards you will be learning so many items which will exist in the balance sheet. If it is increases, then we write in the credit just opposite. If it is decreases, we write it in the debit. Okay. So with this balance sheet concept, you can easily memorize or you can learn this American approach while writing the this transaction. Okay. And if you don't want to follow this American approach, you go through golden rules of accounting, rules for recording the transaction. And this is we can consider Indian approach also. This is very easy again. See, all the transaction, whatever is the transaction you know very well, the business transaction, any incident that takes place in the business, that transaction has to be categorized into 3 parts. You have to identify either the transaction is based on personal or real or nominal. If it is personal, okay, if you find the name of the institution, name of the company, name of the giver is given, understanding or not, in the that transaction, then you should know the entry, you should know the rules, that is debit the receiver, credit the giver. First line should be the receiver and second line should be the giver. Okay. And if you follow, if you find that your transaction is on the, it is based on property. Okay, it's about the property of the business. Then if it comes in, okay, if the assets comes in, then you write it in the debit. Rules is like that. Okay. If it goes out from the business, then we write it in the credit. Similarly, in the nominal expenses, nominal account says that it includes all the expenses and losses of the business, income and gain and expenses and losses of the business. Okay. And in the debit you will be writing all expenses and losses, and in the credit you will be writing all the income and gain. So in this way you can memorize the golden rules for recording the transaction. This is known as Indian approach and this is known as American approach. So before you pass the journal entries, why we are writing these rules? For recording the transaction, isn't it? And this whole process is known known as journalizing the transaction. You find the transaction, but you have to follow the rules for recording it. Okay, we cannot write it in a summary form like history type. We cannot write it like that. So any history, any incident that takes place in the business, we write it in this manner. Okay, either debit or credit, first line or second line. Like that we end up whole transaction of the business enterprises. Got it? Thank you so much.